What's going on, guys? Kiger here, and sorry about the hair and stuff. I just got off a 16-hour shift, get to sleep for 4 hours, and back for a 20-hour shift. But I wanted to get this out for you guys. We are checking out the Darkness Coliseum. This comes back roughly every 4 to 6 weeks. Now, it lasts for several days. Now, there's a bit of an issue. Some people would have a better chance of having a higher score. Event resets are at midnight, so this was active at midnight. The issue being you normally have from that midnight to 5 a.m., which is regular reset time, to get a free extra run in for points. Now, if you're in NA or SA servers, you actually only had 1 hour because it went active at 12 and then servers went down at 1 for merge. So a very, very tight window for extra points. Now let's talk about what's actually going on here. So we're going to fight the boss. It is Voodoo Priest. It's going to have the normal Voodoo Priest abilities. We will talk about them as we do a run. But you put on some bonuses for the enemy and you fight them. So starting off, you want to have the challenge time up here. This is one of the easier ones. You have to complete it within 2 minutes. If you don't have this equipped, then there's no time limit. Then HP enhance. 25 is going to be the most points. If you're having trouble, this is going to be the first one that you push back to 15%. So as you see, 5, 15, and 25. Try 25. And if you're having trouble, this is the first one you're going to push back to 15. Then right here is for the 5 classes. So what you want to do is you're actually going to pick a class that is going to be your main damage dealer. Right here we're going to do a test run with Marksman Priest. And what is the one that's going to do the most damage? That's going to be Marksman. So we're going to choose Ranger exclusive. So if we do damage while in Priest, it's going to be reduced by 50%. But while we're in the class we want to spend the most time in, the Marksman, we're going to do just fine and get that 200 points. Next is Monster Attack, 4%, 8%. This is one, you might think that this is one that you can push down if you're having trouble, but it really doesn't make that big of a difference. Monster crit and crit damage, it generally has a pretty low actual crit. Giving it 20% is still a lot. So I would recommend leaving this here, but if you push back HP to 15 and you're still having trouble, this is the next knob I would mess with. Monster restores 1% max HP per 10 seconds. This is going to depend on where you're at in the game. If you, I would recommend trying it with it on, and then if it's an issue, this is one of the ones I would get rid of that before I mess with the HP, because that is huge. Monster Dodge is one that I would not recommend for most players. If you're at the top end and you're just trying to edge out, this is one you can obviously grab to try to edge people out. But in general, I don't think that you need this to get good points. Then damage over time. This is actually a pretty low chance that they'll inflict you with it, and that's why it's only 100 points. Monster can't be stunned or whatever. That's generally a freebie. A lot of bosses can be stunned and whatnot, which will give you some reprieve, but it's a pretty easy one to get the 300 points. Sword shield form, this is a hard one to explain because after duration expires, the monster will switch between sword and shield form. giving them more offense or more defense. It appears that they're converting their stats somehow. I don't know the percentages or whatnot, but they are hitting a lot harder in offense, and they are a lot tankier in defense. You can keep a track on their buff bar to figure it out from there. Give them speed, don't care about that. Minus 30% crit on you. I generally ignore that. I would like to keep my crit. Normal attack damage from fairies decreased by 20%. If you're doing the strategy that I'm going to walk you through, this is going to be a gimme. You don't really care about that. Dodges take twice as long to recharge. That's fine. Player defense minus. That's fine. Poison is actually kind of a hard one to take. Player takes damage for 1% of max HP per 5 seconds. If you're playing a HP Steel Rate class, it might be fine, but the boss does do good damage, so this is one that you'd have to think about. All the ones down here, the 3 right here that are minuses are buffs to you, and the last 2 right here are actually ones that I really enjoy. Lightning, the circles go on the ground and then zoop, does damage and stuns you. You gotta watch out for those. Always be moving. I like that. And water elementals. So they start spawning after a certain time in the game, and then you have to kill them. What is nice is if you are something like a Gladiator or some other kind of AoE type unit, you can actually use these as a way to heal off of them, so that if you're having trouble with that percent HP every chance. And at the bottom we have normal, hard, and nightmare. Obviously try nightmare, make the adjustments we talked about. There's 4 ones that I suggested to mess with. Where is it at? Healing, dash, berserk, the crit, powerful attack. This one, leave alone. And HP, push that back. Those are the first ones I would try, and then you can try going down to hard. Now, the big thing is that's actually half the points from nightmare to hard, but getting the rewards is better than nothing. Now, the boss's weakness is earth, so we're going to be doing earth, and then we're doing a rotation, a 3 fairy rotation. Earth, which is his weakness, fire because we have winter cherry, and then holy because holy, and then we're going to keep going in that rotation. So let's make sure we have earth on, and then we're going to jump in. He also has an ability where he stabs his staff in the ground, calls down pillars to attack you. We have the lightning coming down. We didn't get to a point where the summons happen, so let's try it one more time. Alright, trying it the second time, coming in with earth first, throwing out my abilities, dodge his abilities, boom, boom, that's his main ability, then the lightning, gotta make sure that you don't get caught up on the summons. AoE him down, AoE the summons down. Make sure you're doing your swaps correctly. Swap over, do the bonuses from winter cherry and chestnut. Get my big hits out on him. Swap to holy, call down the holies. He made a copy of me. I gotta kill my copy. Alright. Now we're swapping back to earth, getting out of all of this. Remember, it's going to be 2 waves. And here comes the lightning. Remember, lightning is going to be a stun, which is going to make it tough on you. Boom, boom, boom. Swap to fire. Call down our bonuses. There's Chestnut. There's Winter Cherry. Now he's way under, so Nathria is going to do a bunch of damage. Dodge right before. Go to Holy. And we got it. Let me know down below if this was helpful to you and how you ranked up with this. Till next time, guys.